If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooledtoplay.com. Hey now! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 477. Still Got Game's official podcast of tooledtoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger, a.k.a. the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And I'm James Yont Dog Yont.
Woof.
Oh, yeah.
Four out of five hosts. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. It's a good turnout, gentlemen. So
I really need to figure out a name, man. Yeah. I gotta stick to one.
It was so much easier when you're like, it's Roger Hitman Roken. Like, that just rolls off the tongue.
No.
Oh, but yes, we're back. We're doing a show. We're going to kick some ass and we're going to take some names. And if you want to contribute to the show and you're online, you're in the chat, like we already see Brian Emmerich's in there, just drop something in there you want to talk about and we'll try to work it in the show. Other than that, we'll just jump right in the mailbag for feedback and questions from our last episode. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Flagship comments. Do you have more information on what kind of stuff you're looking for the podcast? Podcast art, intro, and what else? So, Hit, if you didn't watch last week's episode...
No, actually, I didn't. I actually didn't know you guys went on and did one. I was actually surprised.
So there were a lot of questions regarding... there were questions regarding why you do the intro... But you're trying to change your voice and it's not you, but it's really you. This person.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe I did watch some of it.
And then there was a question about who Joel Dude I Rock Albert was. So we kind of explained the history of the show and how you did the voice, and we said we're looking for new stuff. And some folks have already reached out to us, including Kenjamin, Shadow.
That
reached
I
out.
saw.
So now we have a new channel in our Discord, branding discussion. Where people are offering to give us a new show icon, a new whatever to help get us through this, and hopefully we get someone that wants to do an intro. But yeah, so we're hopefully your voice will no longer be on there saying Still Got Game with Joel Dude I Rock Albert and Derek D. Smooth Nolan, or vice versa, whatever order they go in. But yeah, Flagship, we are looking for show art that can go on the podcast and go on RSS feeds. That's a 1400 by 1400 image. Like right now we have a little cartoon of myself and Joel Dude I Rock Albert, but there are 5 hosts, or should be 5 hosts on a good day. We also have an outdated intro. So you know all the players. But anything you can do to offer and help, it's very collaborative. So definitely hop on our Discord and look in there, and if you have something to offer, some skill, we would definitely love it. So
yeah, that's awesome.
That's
awesome that a lot of people are contributing. Not always just that some dude doing it all, you know.
Some dude trying a different voice. Yeah. All right, next up, Wicked Bitch 89 asks, how do you keep your show fresh and interesting? I have a podcast that's basically the same thing every week. I listen to you and you always have new content. A few times I've heard various hosts mention the outline. I don't know why that's in quotes, but the outline. If you don't mind sharing, what kind of stuff do you prepare? Huge fan, by the way.
Fresh and interesting.
So our show is actually, it's pretty much the same every week. We follow like a very structured format, to be honest.
Yeah, structured.
Maybe that's what you're missing. Like, if you don't have an outline, Wicked Bitch 89, maybe you're just kind of going off the cuff, which is a little tougher to deal with. But yeah, we put together an outline that starts out, and this is the first part of the outline, all the people that commented, and then we go into what everyone's playing. Then we have all our news stories listed out, and then just talking points.
New releases, then
New releases. Yep, new releases, then news stories. But yeah, so we have all that information at our fingertips, so we're not digging for content. Like I don't. If you tell us what show you have, we'll listen to it and criticize you, but or give you constructive criticism.
We'll criticize you.
Yeah,
We'll rip you apart.
Yeah, what's with the
Feedback.
criticize?
it's constructive criticism, but we'll listen
You
to an
didn't
episode
say
or two.
constructive.
I just
No.
want to listen. I just want to listen. Okay, just comment back with what your podcast is.
But yeah,
Criticize.
But yeah, so there's an outline that we share between us all each and every week, and some of us contribute more to it than others.
Outline.
Okay, what makes this not an outline? Oh, because she said outline. Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, getting caught back up with the jokes.
It's more like one person controls this outline, and a lot of these like comments and questions. Ideas. We don't know if it's actually real. Ideas.
Oh my gosh, I literally share this with you guys. You can add anything you want to it, but you're all too lazy.
But how are
We can make
supposed
up
to
our
get
own
the-
comments and leave them
Yeah,
too.
we can make our own comments out of our own heads.
Oh my gosh, why would we ever have bad comments if I wrote them? That makes no sense. So,
When we
Hey
ever
man,
have
you're
a bad
capable of
comment?
anything.
we've had some
Yeah.
really bad
Oh,
comments.
we've
No.
had bad comments, and Derek goes off a little bit, makes friends.
Well,
When
yeah.
does Derek not go off a little
Oh
bit?
yeah.
I go off on our nice comments.
Yeah.
Alienate any potential sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, they're
Yeah,
huge.
It's part of the charm. All right. Next up, only Tony comments. New to the podcast as well. Only 3 episodes in, but I'm hooked. You were asking who else found you featured on Amazon podcasts. This guy right here. So, Sultan, you're the
where?
one that found it. Are we still featured?
I don't know. I haven't looked back on the Amazon podcast, but apparently we're in a good rotation because we keep picking up new listeners. So
Yeah.
How do you listen to something on Amazon Podcasts? Is it an app?
there's an app with it that you can download that you can listen to podcasts on through
So
the
it's like
Amazon
the
store.
it's like the Apple podcast
Podcast.
app. Like it's
Yeah.
separate. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check this out. Very interested.
Nice. Yeah.
Still don't
So,
know if it got there.
It's crazy because we're in the rotation and this show's in the rotation. I'll just repeat.
That's
this show's in
what
the
makes it
rotation.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, wicked bitch 89. You want to know? She's the one that asked about the
The outline.
on me sharing. Yeah, like okay. Well, here's an example of our podcast. We've for some reason nobody knows how, but we've ended up on Amazon Podcasts. That's
trick.
how much we prepare.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's how much we have. We know what's going on. Like we don't even know where we're at
No.
sometimes.
No, we haven't been featured on iTunes since there was like a handful of video game podcasts. Now there's thousands. But somehow we ended up on Amazon, and I would suggest that route. Have Amazon feature you, and then you'll have no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Basically, just keep throwing shit up against the wall and something will stick finally.
Yep. But yeah, only Tony. Thanks for commenting, and once again, recurring thing. If anyone else discovers us via that, please let us know, because somehow we want to keep that that train rolling, because that seems to be working well for us. So, all right, and
I want stats.
yeah, I don't know how to pull up like we don't own anything on Amazon, so we can't look at our own stats there, right? Like maybe I can claim our show somehow. Well, I'll look into that. All right. Last but certainly not least, Altius asks, what are your thoughts on the DICE Awards nominations for the show coming up at the end of the month? There is a rumor floating around that Phil Spencer will get a Lifetime Achievement Award during it as well. I don't even know what's...
I recuse myself from this. I have
Crickets.
no knowledge of this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crickets.
What,
As for the Phil Spencer thing, like yeah, that's cool. I mean, sure.
yeah,
Good
I
for
don't-
him.
I
I
don't
mean,
know what's nominated.
he's still in the like he's gonna be around.
Hopefully
He's
a
still a
long
pretty
time.
young guy. Like
Yeah.
I feel like this is a little early for it, but
Yeah, I'm always against giving somebody a lifetime achievement award when their life is still going and they're still
Wow.
making
yeah, like
progress.
has that ever like LeBron James isn't getting, you know, a lifetime achievement award while he's still playing it. He's gonna get
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't know. Same like Jordan or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a
Let them
weird poll.
finish their career before you start writing them off as
Like-
their career's great.
Like Miyamoto got something, right? Like,
Oh, Miyamoto did. Yeah.
but
yeah.
like he's he's old. No offense. Like, no offense. You know.
You're saying any day could be his last day? Is that what you're trying to
No,
say?
no. I think he's in his 70s, so like he's getting up to like life expectancy. So like, you know, he's
So you
Stone
are saying
Fencer's
any
in
day
his
could be his
50s,
last
right?
day. Yeah.
no, he's just like a lot closer to the end of his
Yeah.
cycle. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, Phil
Like,
Spencer's probably in his
statistically,
50s,
number-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like out of the two, like I don't know. Like, how long is Miyamoto going to be around? Like in the industry, like he's probably bound to retire soon
Well, you'd
if he
think.
hasn't already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I literally don't know anything that was nominated. I assume there's a lot of the same games we saw nominated at all these other award shows, but yeah, not on my radar. I'm not a big DICE awards person, but if Phil's really getting an award, I might tune in. I don't know.
Yeah, they got the game of the year. They got Deathloop, Inscription, It Takes Two, Ratchet and Clank, and Returnal. So it's
All right,
yeah,
so
pretty much every game that's already
yes,
been on.
Yep. Standard choices. So yeah, and sorry, Altius, like that you went two deep cuts. But all right. Well, if any of you have questions or feedback like these fine folks, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooledplay.com and let us know what you want to know, and we'll take your comments on the show. All right, on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week?
Not much really. Halo and that's about it. Halo. Maybe I fired up a couple VR titles.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much.
Nice.
Oh, Battlefield. I went in for a match. That game's still.
Broken.
That game is. I don't know. They're in trouble. What else did I boot up? I feel like I booted up something. I went into Grounded for a bit. Got killed again like right away. It's such a bummer playing that game alone. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Selden? You on?
I myself have also been playing. I've been playing a ton of Grounded this week, exploring the new areas that they added. So yeah, anytime you're on, if you see me on there, just hit me up, and I'll open my world to public, and you can jump in with me. So
that's one thing I found out recently. It's not already open to the public.
You have to put a code.
Yeah, it's
because I don't want my own world. I just want to go into your guys' worlds. So like I had a buddy that same situation. He has a single world, and I thought he was telling me that like we would have to start a whole new one if we wanted to have a shared one.
That's
I was
weird.
like,
no,
oh, really?
Because I can. I
you
can
just have to
my,
enable it.
Well, yeah, that's it. Your single world, you can load up into your multiplayer world, and then once you're done, save it, and then next time you go in, you can choose to go single or multiplayer again. So you don't have to start fresh every time.
Oh, okay.
So whoever's hosting just opens up their world into a multiplayer, and you can play it that way. So,
but is it separate? Like
no.
Once we're done, and is everything still good at his server?
Yeah. Everything that you did in his server would remain in his server.
Okay.
So if you made a base somewhere else besides his base, then your base would still remain.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, exploring some of the new areas and stuff like that, and getting killed a lot. But it's a fun game. I just it's the way
the sandbox sucks.
The sandbox is tough, man. The heat is just killing you in there all the time. So, other than that, played some Halo, and I played about 5 hours of this game last night called Telling Lies. It's just hit the Xbox Live marketplace for us last week. But it's an interesting concept. It's a real life video of like people like in conversations that they're having with like webcams and stuff like that, and you're playing a detective trying to find out the story. So you scrubbing back and forth through videos, picking up keywords and trying to get further on in the story. So I played through that, got through the story. It was interesting. I'm probably not going back to it. Finish out all the extra achievements
You
and stuff
put
like that.
5 fucking
But
hours into this piece of shit. Why you not just finish it out? What the hell at this
well,
point?
no, I finished the story, but there's other storylines that you could develop into and
Mm.
look and stuff like that. But it's kind of an interesting concept because the actors do a really good job of playing their parts and stuff like that. So you really get sucked into the story, and you got to pick up keywords and stuff like that. So it's
Interesting.
well done, but it is what it is. I don't think it's going to win awards or anything.
No,
like
certainly
that.
not. No.
But
Based on the faces, the faces of everyone on the show except for you, it's
an interesting concept. So it's like, it was interesting to be investigative into the story and get involved in it. So, but other than that, I really haven't played much else except my mobile shit. So, what about you, Jan?
Crap load of Halo. I played a little Grounded with my son, just to check it out and see what it's all about. It is definitely, you get killed like crazy if you're not careful. So, but yeah, it was it's a good game. It's just, I think they made some of this stuff a little too tough. Like when they added new stuff, they should have probably dubbed down some of the things. Like some of the spiders should probably be dubbed down a little bit.
My biggest problem was like I didn't know what I
horrendous.
was doing. Like it doesn't do any hand holding at all.
Oh, was this your first time playing it?
No, like I've played it once before, but like I was doing something and there was like a light and I knew it was hitting a leaf. So I was like, all right, let me cut this fucking leaf down. And then it's like, oh no, you need an axe. I'm like, how do you make an axe? And I spent like fucking like, I don't know, like half an hour to an hour being like, how the fuck do I make a fucking axe?
All right, this game sounds like no fun to me at all. No.
I like it.
I've played crafting games before, but I thought this one was gonna have a little bit more hand holding. Like, hey, this is how you craft stuff, and like I don't know.
Yeah,
It might hit when you first start out, but you probably already be
Maybe
on that
because
stage.
it may have like thought I was a returning player. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's I mean, you can go ahead.
I was gonna say it doesn't have the barrier to entry like an Ark survival type of game, but it definitely has a little bit of a learning curve. But it's definitely brutally tough to play through and not die a lot. So
Sounds fun. Yeah.
Well, I built my base up way up in the sky.
Yeah.
Away
Like,
from
for
everything.
me, those kind of games are good for like multiplayer, like and single player. But like it's good for like I don't want to do anything alone. I just want to like come in and help you in your world or
Yeah,
something.
no, I agree.
Hang out in your world
yeah.
like that. I like the social.
That's the only reason I
aspect
played
of
it is because my son wanted to play it. So I was like, okay, I'll play with you, and
Right.
hang out with him and have fun with him. But yeah, it's not something I want to go in there by myself. And because it's a game where you have to grind and get all the stuff to build
Right.
things, and you have to go fight all these creatures and stuff. So yeah, it gets old kind of quickly. So I think that's about it. I've been playing a crap load of Halo. So really enjoying it.
Nice.
I like
the
it
mechanics.
too.
There's some few changes I wish they would tweak on some of the weapons, but I think the BR needs a little bit of percentage damage higher. I shouldn't get out pistoled
Yeah,
Ever.
I've been saying that for a while.
ever.
I've been
So-
saying that
It's
for a
Halo
while.
1 style, guys. Halo 1 style. Come on.
So yeah, but no. I mean, one bullet to three
No.
bullets. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So and then the hammers, it's inconsistent, big time. So
Yeah,
Yeah, some people can kill me from a mile away, and then I
Yeah.
can take 3 shots at a guy from point blank range, and then he still kills me. So I don't understand that at all.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about the bad things about Halo, there's a ton of bad things about Halo. There's a lot of good, but there's a lot of bad as well.
yeah,
Like, and more pressing matters, like the desynching errors. Like, they thank God it just fixed Big Team Battle. that needs to be up there to get fixed. The desyncing's real bad though, like real bad. And they need new content, like they need new maps. People are not playing that game as much as they used to.
Well, it's like anything around nowadays. If they're not providing enough content, people are going to leave quickly. They're going to get through the stuff. It didn't take me very long to get to 100. I mean, you got there before I did.
Especially when they made that change.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I was like, man, they should have just left it. They should have just left it the way it
And
was.
left everybody angry.
I mean,
It was bullshit
it's
the way it
lose
came
lose,
out.
really.
Yeah. Like, what they should have done is just look what Call of Duty did 3 years ago, not recent shit, and been like, oh, that was a pretty good plan. Let's do that. But, no. But at
Like
least
they're
we know
slowly making changes. Like they're like, I think we reported that they're adding
you can earn credits from the
earn
battle pass. And,
credits. Yeah, like little things like that. The pricing of the store, like all the stuff's like gone down in price a lot by a lot.
And it's supposed to still go down again. So
they're slowly getting it, but I don't know.
It's new for them. They haven't really done anything like this. So
Yeah, and as I keep saying, this game wasn't ready. This game wasn't ready. It needed more time in the oven, but Microsoft's got too many IPs now. Like everyone's jockeying for release schedules, so like it sucks. It's just unfortunate, but
all right, how about you, Smooth?
Well, I played a shitload of Halo Infinite. I'm not bored of it like Hit. I enjoy it.
I didn't say I'm bored of it, but like I can spot out the things that are all like the things that the community is complaining about.
Okay, but
like, it's not just me complaining about it. It's a large.
No, I know the community has become fickle bitches. Do you remember when Halo 2 came out?
But
we got no changes at all. And we just played it every single night for months and months and months and months and years and years and years.
But like, Derek, the things that they're complaining about, you have to like give like the value to it. Like they're true. Like there's a lot of things that are broken with this game. Like. You have to admit that, like
there are some things like I didn't care that Big Team Battle was broken. That's a dumbass fucking.
No, that was a little thing, but it's like you're heading into Christmas and then you go on vacation, but you know, like I don't know that was kind of like shitty, but like all the other things, like there's no anti-cheat, like there's no the DC is really bad, like all these things should have been done before, and I don't know, like that's what everyone's complaining about. Those are the biggest. Everything I see on my timeline and on TikTok is like desyncing funny videos where like the guy goes around the corner and he dies somehow. I was like, wait, how did like I've seen so many of these videos that was crazy.
Yeah. See, I don't see that on console. That's
I still like the game, but I acknowledge the fact
I see that all the time on PC.
Right? Yeah. It's desynking is like a big problem with that game. Like I still love the game, but I can acknowledge the fact that it's one of his big problems.
That sounds like a PC.
Dude, it's happening on console.
Do you see this?
Dude, actually,
all the people complaining are the console pros. Like these are all the videos you see are all the content creators.
Yeah, I watch SmackDown all the time, and he complains about it.
Well, fair enough.
How bad it is.
I don't know how you haven't seen any of this stuff. Like it's all over social media. Like it's become a meme now. Which is I don't think that's a good thing, but I don't know.
Maybe I've got the best internet connection, so I never get affected by it. I don't know, but
really, is that what you're claiming?
You're telling me you've never had a one bad game of Halo Infinite because of like lag or desyncing, like nothing, zero.
No, if I've had a bad game, it's because I fucked something up, like or my teammates did it. It's not because there's some game related issue.
You sure the three hammer hits didn't kill a guy?
I played with him hit, so I can tell you for sure.
All right, and besides Halo Infinite, I also played some shit on my backbone, but that's about it. So, all right, cool. Let's move the show on. So on that, why don't we hop into new releases? There's only one new release out this week, and it is Crossfire X out for the Xbox. This is a first-person shooter launched in the midst of
like snuck in here.
Yeah, the worst times ever, but
yeah. I don't know how I feel about this game.
I think the campaign is free on Game Pass. So
this is a bad time to release.
Someone will probably play it.
Yeah, I don't have any interest.
Selden, if you want to check it out, send me a text and I'll.
Oh, Selden's always our. Yeah. Oh, give it to Selden. Selden will try it. Yeah,
I'll try it.
He's the Mikey of video games. Yes. So
I want to try it out at least, but it's I don't know, the mechanics of it seem really weird. Something about it just really bothers me. Until I play it, I don't know for sure, but
you don't know what it is. You just know.
Not yet. I just want to see it, to play it, and see how weird it is. And if it's really crappy, then it'll be gone.
This is by Remedy. They're the ones that did the
Yeah.
Max Payne series, right?
Yep.
Oh,
I think they're out of Australia, Remedy, right? Yeah, whatever. But,
yeah. Might not be bad. Yeah, I'll give
Wasn't
it a
this
run.
supposed to be one of the big games from Xbox, but it doesn't seem like it's very like snuck on the radar for sure.
It definitely did, because I was like, holy shit, this is out now. It would have been way better to put this out any other time, but yeah. So.
That'd be
All
better than
right.
that Rainbow Six game that just came out.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah. Nobody knows how to plan a release anymore. There's nothing wrong with looking at the calendar and being like, maybe we shouldn't release now.
To be honest with you, they're probably trying to release stuff so they can have content coming out.
No, that's probably true too. So.
Because there's nothing out. I mean, think about it. We have Halo. Everybody's
Yeah, I
still
was gonna
playing
say,
COD.
how is this a bad time to release anything? There's nothing on right now,
Yeah,
right?
Could be a good time.
If Derek's playing
Get a little
Halo
bit of their money back.
24/7, everybody's playing Halo 24/7.
That's what I
so
assumed.
at that
I
time.
assumed that everybody was balls deep in Halo. So, all right. Well, on that, why don't we hop on over into gaming news?
The three of us shake our heads.
First story. GameStop launching NFT marketplace alongside $100 million crypto fund. So we all knew GameStop was fucked.
Why won't they go away?
And then what does GameStop do? They're like, what's the most controversial thing that everybody's dealing with right now that everybody hates? Like, there's a universal hate for NFTs. And they're like, maybe what the world needs is an NFT marketplace. And
There's a universal time out. There's a universal hate for NFTs.
Oh, every video game company that announces, oh, we're gonna have NFTs, the internet goes nuts, and then they backpedal and they back off.
That? How do you know that?
Because I skip 20
so
stories a
confused.
week of companies getting. Look at Stalker 2 was the first one to do it. They were like, yeah, we're gonna have NFT content. Okay, you think
This is the
NFTs
guy
are
that
good?
no, this is the guy. No, I'm confused about the social media thing. Like, this is the guy that didn't know about the Halo stuff with the desyncing. But yeah, he knows about, like, I don't know. It's so weird. It's an enigma. Riddle me this, Batman.
Oh, okay. So anyway, yes, the world hates NFTs except for the people that love NFTs, and people are paying millions of dollars for monkey NFTs, and people are getting shit on for buying these NFTs, and it's a never-ending problem. I'm not on the NFT front. Like, I have no problem with crypto. I mine my own. It's fucking growing in value. I didn't buy it. I didn't spend any money on it. NFTs, a little dumb shit. Like, so someone makes a picture and you buy the, I own that thing, and people can trade the exact same digital copy around, and you're like, no, but I'm the real owner of it, but you're not really, because they have a perfect digital copy of it. So fuck you. Like, who cares if you're the owner? But that's enough said. What the point of this story is that GameStop was like, well, us ripping people off on used games was, not going to work anymore. So we did the next dumbest thing possible and create
Really rip everybody off.
Yes, exactly. So I
don't know. Gary
how
V
much longer is
would-
GameStop going to be around?
Gary V would just completely disagree with you on NFTs, but that's okay.
Vaynerchuk, his time was 20 years ago. He's no longer current. Like,
Really?
yeah.
I disagree.
All right.
The NFTs is one thing, but is GameStop actually going to develop their own cryptocurrency?
No,
Is
it'll
that what they were
probably just
talking about?
Actually, I'm not.
Because it
They're
says
gonna
it's
join the
got
bandwagon.
$100 million crypto fund. So I'm like, are they entering the cryptocurrency marketplace? I mean, it's already getting inundated with the amount of meme coins and everything else that are out there. That's just what we need is a GameStop one.
I think their
No,
crypto
I-
fund is to back their NFT marketplace.
Oh, okay.
They're probably gonna get a cut of this in crypto as well, right? Like, for all the
Oh, yeah,
transactions and stuff.
Yeah, most
I'm
of the
sure
NFT
that-
stuff is on Ethereum, so they're going to get their ETH from it. And
Yeah, and anything
like-
that they get, they probably are going to take ownership of it first. So they're going to retain a certain portion of the NFT as a payback in the pyramid scheme of how NFTs work.
Yeah.
So every time that thing's resold after that fact,
Is that what's
GameStop's gonna keep
happening, or
getting
are you just?
I'm making an
that-
assumption.
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
that's what happens with NFTs in general. Like, people have an NFT, and then in order to create interest in their NFT, they have their like 7 different wallets of their own that they buy and sell it between them to create interest in it, and then they dump it. It's like crypto makes sense. NFTs do not. Like,
Okay, so like going back to like what Derek was saying about the hate for NFTs and stuff. To be more accurate, it's more like the gaming. Like the gaming industry doesn't really, it's not really taken too well to the NFT stuff, right? Like
No.
what was that Ubisoft game?
yeah, Ubisoft was
Yeah,
doing it.
like
Stalker
it's
2 was the first one to try it, and then they
the
got
the
backlash and
gamers
pulled it. Yeah.
gamers have been very skeptical of these NFTs. And
That's because we actually understand technology, unlike the
I mean,
dumbasses
sure,
that think NFTs are worthwhile.
but like seeing this article at first, I was like, "Oh, GameStop, these motherfuckers." Then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, "This actually does sound kind of smart for them. Like, this is them. They're a reseller, right?
Yeah.
They take your shit for little
then they-
money, and then they
and then they
sell
resell
it
it for
for
more.
almost yeah."
Yeah.
So like, I was always thinking, and I've said this on the show, like they're donezo if they don't change their model, because
Yeah, but
like
how is this going to
the
help them though?
physical media is like going like out the door. Like, everything's transferring over to digital. Like people are buying less and less physical things.
Yeah.
Not to mention we're just in a pandemic right now. No one's going to any stores.
Mm.
Like I was wondering if they were going to shut down during this whole thing.
I
But
hope
now
so.
seeing this, like I could see them. And the only reason why I say this is because I was thinking about NFTs earlier today, and I have a couple that I was given, like DC ones. Like I have a very rare DC one, and I've always like thought, I'm like, I can't do anything with this because their NFT doesn't have like a marketplace yet or anything,
Yep.
or like
Yep.
some do, some are like coming
No.
later, like some have come later down the road, and like
No.
they're all over the place. But like
Yep.
I was thinking, I'm like, yo, GameStop might actually have a good idea with this
Mm.
because that's what they do. They're the fucking resellers. So like if they were gonna stay afloat, like I think this might keep them afloat for a bit.
See, that's the problem with
What DC
NFTs,
ones
though.
do you
Is
have?
Is that?
What
Oh,
DC
when
ones
you
do
do
you have?
when you went and when you watch DC Fandom, they gave you NFTs for signing up to watch. You just have to go through the process, and then later on down the road, they're like, "All right, your NFT's ready. Um, well, go to these links and do your thing." And yeah, I ended up getting 2, and one of them was like very rare. I'm like, oh, like that's like of all the stuff that I own, like that's probably like the rarest one, but I can't do anything with it yet,
because
right?
there's no marketplace, and it might
Because
not be
they
on the right
because
blockchain.
DC
to-
no, because DC might not have like had it activated yet or hasn't like set it up like the website and how everything runs. Because like there's been other places that didn't have and they do now, like NBA Top Shot. They didn't have a marketplace when they first launched. Like same with the baseball NFTs. Like anyway, the shit comes down later down the road. It's apparently very difficult to like sell this stuff. Like I hear about crashes all the time. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I could see this working out for GameStop, especially.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, they'll buy your NFT for 12 cents and then sell it for $45.
But Derek, I think about it. What else were they gonna do? Like,
They should
Or
have
they
just
just-
packed up shop
they should
and
just
gone
go
out of
away.
business.
you
Yeah.
just quit.
Yep.
You're,
Be like, face it, guys, we failed.
You're not a
So-
quitter. Come on, you're not a quitter, right?
No,
why would you? But why would you then want somebody else to just quit? Like at least they're
Because
trying.
because they've been ripping people
employ
off
people.
for years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's like
guess. But
you're like
people
rooting
have
for
jobs,
a bad
right?
guy. No.
They're not a bad guy. They just have a different business model. But I don't agree.
They're the worst of bad guys, but all right. I think we
No,
beat this one
College
dead.
bookstores are the worst.
Oh yes, GameStop is basically the college bookstore revisited. Yes, buy this new book for $300, and then we'll buy it back for you the end of the semester for $20, and we'll sell it used for $280 the next semester. Yes, that's literally where GameStop learned their model. So, all right, next story.
I was gonna talk about that one, and then you took it. I haven't had a chance to. Oh, I got one.
All right.
The Switch is now Nintendo's best-selling home console ever. This is from Engadget. This It surpassed the Wii with 103.54 million sales since it launched in 2017.
That's nuts.
Now, the only reason why I'm taking this story is because I saw the title and I was like, "What?
Home
really?
console?
Like, there's no way." And then, like, I looked it up, and it's not accurate because the PlayStation 2 still has more sales.
No, this is Nintendo's.
Nintendo's best seller.
Yeah, it's over their own consoles. It has nothing to do
yes,
with other one consoles.
It's their own. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It surpasses the Wii, which was their most selling console.
Yeah.
Of all
No
time.
one ever thought the
Oh,
Wii
okay.
number would be budged. The Wii was like a unique unicorn. So
Yeah.
And the Switch finally passed that.
I mean, the
so.
Game Boy and the DS are still higher, but
those
I
aren't
guess
home consoles.
Home.
Yeah, but
so-
if it were up to you, Derek, you would
But the
also
Switch
say
isn't
the
a home
Switch
I
is
would
not
call
a
the
home
Switch a
console.
portable console. I wouldn't
Of
call it a
course you
home
would.
console. Yes.
Of course.
Do you consider it a home console?
I consider it both. I don't know.
And that way you don't have to be wrong. You're
One
like, oh,
one plays at 720p and the other one plays at 1080. Like, I don't know. Like,
one plays like garbage and the other plays like garbage. So I got two of them.
I mean,
so.
that we can agree on. I sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised that anything ever beat the Wii. If you like, I know we're so far past it now, but if you guys remember, like the Wii was on like the Ellen DeGeneres show and on Oprah, and it was like people
It
that
was
had
big.
no business buying video games were buying Wiis. So
Yeah. It
Not even
Hundreds
that.
of
it
them in
was-
retirement homes.
What's
Yeah.
even more impressive is that they were able to keep up sales through the pandemic, through the
Yeah.
supply shortage
yep,
that we're
yep.
currently in. Like they were keeping numbers. I don't know if this was like a stockpile that they had.
They just couldn't get rid of, and then all of a sudden there was
they're
new
like,
interest when people were
good
stuck
thing
at
we
home.
made all, good
Yeah.
thing we made all these 30 million units for no reason the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now everyone's
Phew,
home and they
'cause
want
we
to play
got
Animal
nothing.
Crossing. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
But
I think
yeah,
what
that's-
actually what
go
was
ahead.
good for them is the fact that they already had the console was already launched way before the pandemic, so that's probably really the
Yep.
good thing.
That's what I
So,
mean. Like, I wonder how
Yeah.
much they stockpiled leading up to the pandemic, and they were able to keep up with sales because of the hoard that they had maybe built
Yeah.
prior. I don't know.
Well, because everybody else couldn't buy the other consoles, so they're like, well, let's buy a Switch.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it is impressive, but yeah. But, all right, next story.
All right, I'll take this one in a revelation that hit the internet this week. GTA 6 development is well underway, Rockstar confirms. Yeah,
Really?
Rockstar put out a tweet earlier this
Really?
week that just said, hey, everybody, yeah, we know you've been waiting. Oh, yeah, we're working on GTA 6. Like,
It's
Really?
well underway. Like,
this is the biggest non-announcement ever.
I just found this story to be so dumb. Like, if someone's
dumb.
not constantly updating their current title, then you assume they're working on their next title. That's the default, right? It's not just me.
Like,
Even if
especially
they're-
since the game came out, the last game came out in 2013,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's been what, 9 years almost.
Yeah, but they've been
They
updating
have a
that
longer
game for
life
a
cycle
long
than
time, though.
consoles.
Like, it's been longer than when we got GTA 4. Like, I think
Yeah.
GTA 4 was in a shorter span from 5 than
Oh, yeah,
we are
yeah.
for 6. Like, it's
And thi-
like obviously
this-
you must be working on the numbers. Like, this fucking angered me when Sheldon posted it. I was like, this is so stupid. The sky is blue.
Yep.
Did you know?
It's ludicrous, but we all knew it was coming.
Did they
it's
need
just
stock
weird that they-
prices to go up?
Yeah,
What was
it's
this?
weird that they felt the need to say this because they probably have said this in their shareholder meetings, like, and
many.
progress along with GTA 6 is coming along well, and this will launch in, the next couple years, and it'll be something sick and blah blah blah. But
And
to
and
me,
then
to go tell
later
this
in
to the
that
public,
meeting,
yeah,
later in that meeting, they were like, "What can we do to get the stock prices to go up?" Oh, hey, why don't we tell them about GTA 6 that we just talked about earlier in this meeting?
we could be
That'll get
super
the
vague.
stocks up.
Yeah, we could be super vague and just say we've been working on it.
Yeah, the first announcement they should make is what city or continent it's being on. This announcement was stupid. It was just, it really was a bad announcement.
Mm.
The thing that would really blow up the internet and is name the
Giving it a
location of
date?
where it is.
Yep.
Giving it a date would come also, but it just the announcement that they're working on it is just kind of like, oh,
No,
gee,
this
thanks.
is like now that Windows has launched Windows 11. Guess what, guys? Microsoft is working on Windows 12. Like, it's a foregone conclusion. But all right. Next story.
All right. Pokemon Legends Arceus sells 6.5 million copies worldwide in 7 days. It put Sword and Shield to shame with it was the last one that had a week sales, a week-long sales that was number one in the Pokemon area. It also, according to this, it also outsold both Sword and Shield and Diamond and Pearl.
Wow.
Which both sold over 6 million copies in the first week. So it outsold both those Pokemon games, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then also it might likely catch the new Animal Crossing New Horizon, which sold 11.77 million copies in just 11 days. So they're projecting it's already going to get to that point. So
that's crazy.
I've watched it a little bit. I mean, I'm not surprised.
No one's playing this, right?
No. But I've watched it a little bit, and I'm not surprised. They've done a good job with this. They have done. It's made it even more open world than the last game. I really think that the dynamics is different. So I think they've done a real good job with this game. So my kids were interested.
Is the traditional Pokemon game? This is more like the Pokemon Go game.
It's kind of a mix between the two.
Yeah,
it's like Breath of the Wild Pokemon.
Okay. Now, because I was gonna say, Pokemon's been churning out the same game with a different skin and different creatures for
20 years. Yes,
20 years. They needed to reinvent the game, and I liked what they did when they brought the game after Pokemon Go became popular on mobile platforms. Then what was the one that they brought it back to the console with that was more open world? Where you could
the one that I had,
where you throw the
Let's
controller.
Go Pikachu.
Yeah, Let's Go Pikachu. That was an innovative change to the world of Pokemon. But then they brought out Rubian or whatever, or the other one. I don't even know what creatures they're up to at this point, but I like to see
There's
innovation
so many
in the game.
Pokemon games.
Yeah.
So many.
It's got a huge following, so
That's why I kind of was like, this is also like the GTA story. Like Pokemon game sells 6.5 in 7 days.
Pokemon makes a popular game. What a surprise! Yes.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah.
That was more of a dig at Derek, but
whatever. I don't even understand that. But anyway,
surprise.
All right. Next story. Sony wants Bungie to help it launch 10 live service games by 2026. So apparently this is the reason for the acquisition, but this seems insane. So
10 live service games.
Yeah, so games
like
in 4 years.
So games like Destiny that have like an evolving like constant updates and a constant, changing the base game,
microtransactions and monetization.
I don't understand. Like,
there's no way.
I don't understand how this is possible.
Why would you want to flood the market with,
There's
because
no
time they launch a live service,
got them in their back pocket. There's no way.
No, I think this is more of like, because I remember hearing about this.
Bungie helping the other devs turn them into live games.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these must be games that are already like in the development cycle, and they want Bungie to come in and kind of like
be like, no, this is how you can monetize this shit. No, this is how we can
just
break this into multiple releases
and that.
Yeah, but
it's still a huge ask.
It's a huge ask.
I mean, they're gonna be stepping on those other studios' toes. I mean, I don't know.
And Destiny is gonna halt. Like, you can't do Destiny and all that shit too. Like, it's nuts.
And I'm sure they've been, and they're not working on Destiny 3, so I'm sure they're working on a new IP.
Well, they got all that money from that company. Yeah, they got all that money from that one company to make them something. So
Mhm.
like, they gotta have to have some people working on that. Or
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I don't
They
even know
have
how
to,
that works. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
they have to
imagine
be
being
working on
bought
something
by
else themselves.
Sony, and then Sony's like, "Oh, by the way, guys, fuck the shit you're working on. Go to these 10 indie devs that we have working for us, and
Yeah, but
Destiny their
that
shit."
had to
Make
have been
their
in,
shit
that
good.
had to have been
Yeah.
in the contract though. They had to have been talking about that, like, hey, this is what we want you to do. This is,
Okay.
it's not.
It could be in the
There's no way.
contract, but that contract is read by like 3-letter acronym people in the company, not the remaining 99% of employees. And as soon as they get it, and they're like, "Oh, fucking Sony's buying us," yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you're no longer working on this Untitled IP. You're gonna work with God of War to fucking Destiny-ize God of War. You're gonna work with Ratchet and Clank to Destiny-ize Ratchet and Clank." Like, it's killing the goose that laid the golden eggs. I don't know. It just seemed super weird to me. But 10 games to live eyes in 4 years is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know,
Like, how many live service games do we have right now? Like, popular ones.
5. We have
They're
Halo.
saying-
We have Call of
they're-
Duty. We have Destiny. We have
I never
Battlefield.
really thought of live as Halo as a live service game. But I guess it is.
But it
yeah.
is, yeah. It's
I'm looking at
changing.
this. They're referencing
Apex.
Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, Epic Games,
Sea
Fortnite.
of Thieves, yeah. Fortnite, yeah.
You got your
Yeah.
Roblox type of game. You got Destiny. So I mean,
Yeah, Halo just recently entered this space. Halo was never in this
Right.
space until now. So
It's just crazy. They want to add 10. Like, they think that's a good idea.
I know, it's nuts.
yeah.
So
I mean, unless that, like I said, unless the Bungie or those other studios are close and they're just wanting to push them over the edge, maybe. But that's still in 4 years. That's a lot of games.
yeah.
A lot of games.
Yeah, they're just Bungie's coming on as advisories at that point on this is how you set up your marketplace. This is how you set up your battle pass.
Well, especially games that weren't built this way. Like, that's a much bigger endeavor.
I mean, could you turn like a God of War into a live service type of game?
They're gonna make them.
Yeah.
Bungie, fix that. Yeah. All right,
Ratchet.
next story.
You can sign up for PlayStation VR 2 pre-order notifications now.
Pass.
I did that.
GameStop says PlayStation's new PSVR 2 page lets you register to be informed when pre-orders go live.
I did that.
I
think it's
don't know what the
4K.
link is, or I would tell you.
So yeah,
PlayStation.com /PS-VR2.
Yeah, you basically
looking
log into your
for-
PlayStation account and you can get a notification once. But the stats on this thing are phenomenal. 4K, HDR. Like,
But is it going to be locked into just the PlayStation marketplace? I mean,
it's going to be locked into the
That's-
PlayStation. Yes, yeah.
at this point with VR, there's you got to open it up to Steam or something like that also, because
Yeah, cross-platform now is like more important than ever for VR. Like, everyone's working together right now.
because even Oculus got rid of their own programming language and went to the same that everybody's using on Steam. So
Yeah, like all the
everything going
games you see
forward is
now,
going
is,
to Universal.
everything you
so,
see on Steam now is all. Every game is like,
Universal.
yeah.
yeah.
My buddy just got the same thing that Selden has, the Quest 2.
Quest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I played a few VR games with him, and yeah, I know a lot of people that got that one.
We have one.
Yeah, it's a great entry.
Yeah, we have one too.
uh,
So yeah.
Yeah,
I think
so,
someone
yeah.
could take the next one. I have it highlighted right now.
Oh, Yant is like he's handcrafting the outline to individual people. And,
Yeah,
and
I
somehow
think
he gave
Selden's-
Selden pink. So Selden, whenever there's a story in pink, it's yours.
Oh, right. then. Hey, guess what? Stadia might be relaunched as a licensed streaming tech for publishers. Everybody kind of saw this coming ever since before the game release that it was doomed for
It's
failure.
a piece of shit.
Even I did. I got out before I actually had to buy anything on it.
Barely.
But yeah, it looks
Barely.
barely got out. Yes. It looks like as their contracts are running out, I think we talked about it last week, how all their contracts are running out for the 1-year exclusivity of the Stadia platform and stuff like that they had signed. As those are starting to run out, they're looking to figure out how to still monetize the infrastructure that they have built behind. So it looks like they're going to be shifting, as Google likes to do, is to shift the focus of what they have to something that they think they can actually use going forward in the future. So it's a long time coming, but I think Stadia is about to go to bed for good. So
What happens if you bought a game on that marketplace? Like, do you just lose it now?
Yeah, you're fucked. That's what you get for
Are you
buying into a dying
serious?
thing. Yeah.
Bye. Yep.
Bye
I
bye
was
bye.
worried about that.
a
That
limited
was one
use
of the biggest problems I
license.
had with this fucking service. Is like, why would you buy into that store? And like, it's true. Like, really, you bought something in it, you're fucked.
Yep.
Like, they're not like whatever you buy, we're gonna give you Steam credit for.
I mean,
That would
they
cost
may
them
still
money.
I mean, they may still support your purchases, but I don't think they're going to give any actual support to it. Type
That's
thing.
so terrible, man. So
We
bad.
knew this before it came out. There was only one person
Yeah, but I
that
was
thought it was
hoping I
going to be
was wrong.
awesome, and that was
I was
Sony.
hoping to be wrong.
Oh no, we knew we were right. this one
That's
was
awful.
There was nothing you could be more right about than Stadia failing. So
But I think it helped push the cloud gaming up a little bit. I think it,
well, at
it
least
put the
it
fire
lit
under
a
some
fire
people,
under
so-
Microsoft's ass. That's why we have cloud streaming, and yeah, Microsoft was like, Psh, "Hold my beer." Like,
Yeah. I got this.
yeah. Yep. So,
Goodbye,
That's shitty.
Stadia.
yep. Fuck Stadia. All right,
We
next
don't
story.
need any more stories on it.
Last story? Oh, no,
no,
sorry.
there's two
No, no.
left. All right, I'll
Two
take
left,
this
sorry.
one. Blizzard confirms Warcraft is coming to mobile this year.
Is this Blizzard or is this Microsoft?
It says Blizzard confirmed. Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was.
the
gonna
deal
ask.
hasn't gone through yet, so it's probably still Blizzard.
Yeah, but is it?
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I
the
know they have
conspiracy
a
theories. He's
bit-
like, Microsoft made them do this.
That's
Company
one thing I
CEO
always
bought-
wondered. That's
Yeah,
one thing
hold
I
on.
always wondered about that purchase is like, if like, can they just tank the company on the way out before it, or does Microsoft have some sort of like control of the car at least?
All right. Well,
don't know.
I can tell you as a company that just got through an acquisition that as soon as it gets announced, everything has to be straight along the whatever your roadmap
there's
was.
no new
You stick to the
plans,
roadmap.
none of
There's
this.
no
You have to stay
veering.
on the
No.
plan.
Yeah.
Okay. All
It
right.
also says company CEO Bob Connix told investors a year ago that they were developers for making multiple mobile free-to-play Warcraft experiences.
Oh.
So they did say that.
So would this game be free to play, or do I have to buy a $15 a month subscription?
doesn't say that.
Says
Well,
That was the
developer
biggest
made
problem.
multiple mobile free-to-play Warcraft experiences.
free to
So
play.
if it's saying free-to-play Warcraft experiences, it sounds like it's
Is
you
it
know,
a different thing, or
typical-
is it the same thing?
See that they're not saying
It's-
World
no,
of Warcraft. They're
experiences.
saying Warcraft.
Oh, it's just
Warcraft.
Warcraft.
So if you
Oh.
remember, Warcraft was not an MMO when it came out. It was like
So they're gonna go
yeah.
like the Call of Duty mobile version.
Yep, that's kind of how I see this announcement.
Okay,
if it's
all
a-
right.
If it's
Or
a free-to-play
PUBG.
Warcraft experience, it could be a match 3 puzzle game with the Warcraft characters in it as a match 3
Selden
RPG.
is very familiar with match threes, so yes, yeah. Could be cut the Warcraft where you swing, Warcraft characters and you have to cut the rope and they fly through.
So there's also a
ring.
quote in here. Blizzard is planning a supplemental new content for the Warcraft franchise in 2022, including new experiences in World of Warcraft and Hearthstone, and all getting new mobile Warcraft content into players' hands for the first time. That's
Oh,
a quote.
fuck them.
Did you guys ever watch the Warcraft
Movie?
movie?
Oh
The
yeah,
CG one?
we
No,
saw.
I didn't see it.
Oh wait,
You
CG.
didn't see it?
Wait,
It was
I didn't
like-
see it.
the one that was heavy CG, but it had real actors in it.
I mean, sure, yeah, that one.
Yeah, Tiff and I watched it when we were out at E3.
Like, that was all right?
We watched in 4DX and it was fucking amazing. There was like water
Right? Like,
shooting us and smoke.
It wasn't like Lord of the Rings or anything, but like it was
good.
And they had like they had a plan to do like several of those movies, right?
They did until that one.
Well, yeah, but like what happened? And that's the reason why I'm asking this question is: do you think now that Microsoft's in control of that, like, you think we'll maybe see those? Yeah, because if they're gonna, it looks like if they're going mobile, like, you know, maybe
more
this might be a
people
good
know
time
the story, more people know the characters.
Like, their franchises like easily can be made into TV shows, movies, like. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that the problem with that movie was that not enough people understood the backstory,
the gaming knowledge.
Yeah, so you had to come into this thing cold and figure it out in 2 hours. Whereas, like, once everybody's got this on their phone, and even if they're doing a match 3, they're like, oh, well, yeah, I know that's an elf. I know why I like the elves, or I hate the panda people, or whatever. Like,
panda people.
Yeah. What the fuck were they called? I can't remember their names.
I don't know. Panda people sounds like, I guess.
No, they were literally pandas that they added.
They were
like they went deep
and
cuts.
They were drunk, right?
Yes,
they were drunk, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Telling you, man, this is movie gold. There's a gold mine there for movies. Panda Ren, they're called, supposedly.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, chat.
Right. Last story. All right, I'll just fucking take it.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite Dev 343 delays update on campaign co-op, Forge, and seasonal roadmap. So they had said that this was going to come by the end of January, and then obviously we're into February, and they were like, "Whoa,
how are these guys going to launch game modes?
We cannot give you your January update because it's now February 7th." So,
because they were too busy tripping on themselves trying to fix the BTB.
Yeah,
so this isn't even an update
in the
marketplace,
in the battle pass.
It's not even an update to the game. It's just just to give us an announcement, like, hey, this is,
and they're like,
it's not even actual content. Like,
no, they're like, we need to
up?
figure this out before we tell you. Which is like a scary thing too, because obviously we need an update on the campaign co-op.
Why did you even tell us? It's so weird.
I know. We need an update on Forge, and the seasonal roadmap.
Under development.
They already told us, like, they were like, this first season, because we fucked up, is like 3 years, and then like, you know what I mean? It's nuts. So
they haven't said anything since they came back from vacation. And they've done a couple
Hit's stuck on this vacation thing. It's like they should never have vacationed.
It was so fucking weird.
Yeah,
it's so weird. Like, they didn't even go skeleton crew. Like, they went full out, doors closed. Like, see you later. Like, you just launched. Like, why? The game's broken. Everything's on fire, and you guys are leaving. Like, what?
My company shuts down.
What I
don't
know. I get it, but
yeah, but you won't launch a
servers
on
fire,
and then you wouldn't launch
servers
a product
on fire.
And be like, bye, we're going. Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
We literally dropped a firmware release the day before the shutdown.
Dude, why even announce that you were gonna have this roadmap for us if you weren't ready for it? Like, it's all weird.
Well, they decided that they weren't quite ready to do it 7 days after they should have. So,
dude, how are these guys gonna launch game modes and maps, new seasons, if they can't even fucking get a fucking announcement ready? Like, it's mind-boggling. And this game took 6 years to make, and this is where we're at.
But in March we have the Halo TV series, so it's all good.
Dude, these are the same guys that set up a fucking esports event on Super Bowl weekend. Like, these guys make the most questionable decisions ever.
No.
Ever. You know what's a good idea? Let's have an esports event on Super Bowl weekend. Yeah, approved. Let's do it.
Maybe.
What if they have a halftime show that you can flip over to and watch the final?
Maybe they think the Venn diagram is like this.
What does that mean?
like
That means
that
people that watch football
don't play video games.
games.
They're incorrect in their Venn diagram. But I don't know. All right. Well, let's wrap up.
Hold on. Before we go, what do we think the update is even going to be? Like, you
when
think
they
it's good
finally talk
news?
about this, he's gonna be like, well,
Yeah. You think it's good news or bad news? I feel like it's bad news.
Here's a season pass, but that's all we got for you.
yeah.
Here's a
Forge
season
is still
pass
coming, and
the
co-op
middle of May.
campaign is
May 15th.
It's
Here you
coming.
go.
It's imminent.
You
Like all you
guys,
have to do is use words that are not exact dates. Co-op
Halo
campaign is imminent.
Halo Infinite 2 is well underway.
Oh fuck. Well, this is their chance to do better.
We're currently developing Halo Infinite 2.
The fact that they had to delay it means that there's bad news on there.
Maybe people just were having good vacations, like month-long vacations. So you never know. Hit
Month long, all the way into February.
2 months long. Yes.
That's the thing I don't. That's the thing I was saying earlier. Like they came back from their vacation in like beginning of January ish, and like they didn't say anything about Big Team Battle. Like there was nothing officially.
Nobody
like
cared. Like I know you
Yes.
suck Big Team Battle's dick, but like there's no mode I care about less than Big Team Battle. It's not
yeah, there
fun.
is.
You're
Capture
seeing
the
it from
flag.
your point of view. Like I don't like your point of view is the only view. Like, dude,
It's not.
this it was on every
It
website.
is.
Big Team Battle was broken. Like
And I was
Polygon,
like,
everyone,
yeah.
everyone's
Like-
reporting on this.
Yeah, I know Big
Like-
Team Battle's broken. I didn't care because I don't ever play it. Like, I'm more of a purist. I prefer 4v4. Fuck your Big Team Battle. Fuck your don't know where
It
the
has
fucking
nothing to do about our personal. Like you shouldn't fucking.
I make
include
everything
your own
personal.
to it. No, it should, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be like you should see this as like this is a problem in gaming. Like when developers release games that aren't ready and are broken, and they'll fix them and go on vacation, not from like whether you like Big Team Battle or not. It's just the principle of the fact that you launched something, it wasn't ready, is broken. You're going on vacation, it's still on fire. Like
All right, fair
you
enough.
see from that point of view. Like
I see your point of view. Like my point
I'm
of
a
view is
fucking I'm the MLG guy. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking about Big Team. Like
I know.
you
I
can
just
be non-partial about it, right?
I just felt like Halo 2 never should have introduced Big Team, and then we never would have had to worry about this ever again. We could always had 4v4 games for all of our lives. Like, there's never a need to have more than 4 people on your team. Just saying. Selden's making a face because he's like, I love customs. Customs are the dumbest fucking thing ever. You don't gain anything from playing customs.
my God.
You could play customs for an entire night and not make any progress on anything anywhere. So, yeah, I don't give a shit.
But
All
it's
right,
the
closing out the
community of
show.
the game.
All right. That wraps
That's
up the
what kept
news.
Halo going forever was the custom.
All right.
And this is the only Halo that had stuff that you could earn.
No,
So
you could
weird.
always level up in Halo. That was always a thing.
You just had to bring
What
it back
Halo
up, didn't
1,
you?
2, and Reach? What like
Yeah,
Reach is
yeah.
the first time they implemented attachments
run.
and stuff.
No, that's why we all needed a second account because you're like, who am I? Oh, I'm playing with you tonight. Let me switch accounts.
Second account.
Yeah. D Smooth and D Rough, baby. Yeah. If some scrub wants to play with me, I'll play with you. Just let me switch to D Rough for a sec. Come on. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're the scrub. What?
I'm not the scrub. I'm the god. All right. Anyway.
Scrub.
That wraps up gaming news. If you want to have us talk about other gaming news stories next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com or comment on this episode thread in the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, if we had them, we pimp them, but we don't, so we won't. So if you have something to sell, small or big, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're going to sell. We'll tell you what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done. Twitter us up. Everything Tool Players, twitter.com/tool to play. Everything podcast related, twitter.com/still_got_game. Facebook the fuck us, facebook.com/tool to play. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool to play. That's where you can find all of our archive video content, whether it's episodes of Still Got Game, whether it's Hits Quick Hits, whether it's Thick and Thin with LB and Duty, Sidecar with i6 Hitman, whether it's Tiff's immature interviews or Selden's Cam Show, doesn't matter. They're all are on there. All of the archived episodes are on there. So, and if you haven't seen Selden's Cam Show, I definitely go.
Just go to OnlyFans. It's onlyfans.com/Selden007.
Yeah, you have to pay there. It's free on our YouTube channel. So go to YouTube and look up.
But there's new content on OnlyFans.
I don't even know what Selden Show is called, but it's worth checking out. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. Give us 5 stars. And if you get an extra 5 seconds, write something nice. Selden, what's up? I watched your Cam Show, or just whatever it is. Just write something nice on iTunes, and because words with a review are much better than just the stars. So we have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/still_got_game. We also archive all the episodes of this show there. We also broadcast live there each and every week. So follow us on Twitch, and we could use some more followers. Twitch.tv/still_got_game. We have a Discord where we chat the fuck out of shit all the time. That is discord.me/stillgotgame. No spaces, all lowercase. Discord.me/stillgotgame. And to double back on something we were talking about earlier, that there's a channel on our Discord, Branding Discussion. That's where you can offer to help us out with our podcast logo, our podcast intro, and we'll try to find some way to kick something back your way. But definitely join us on our Discord, and we're all in there all the time, talking, chatting. Yant, maybe the least. But actually, yeah, he is the least now. Even Electrify is in there more often than him. So,
Oh, a better chance of seeing Tiff on the Discord.
yeah.
Definitely.
If you're someone that misses Tiff, she's more on the Discord much more often than
On the show.
than Jan.
So
And then
sad
on
that
the
it's
show.
true.
Yes, yeah.
It's so sad. It's true.
Yep. Oh, all right. So let's jump around to our own stuff. What do you want to pimp this week?
Yeah, if you're looking for me on social media, you can follow me at linktree/i6hitman. All my Twitter, my Twitch, my TikTok, all there. If you're looking for me.
OnlyFans, fans leaks, all of that.
Yes. Yeah, OnlyFans.
Yant knows all the porn sites.
Funhouse.
The fact that Yant dropped Fansly makes it seem like he's really in the know.
No, it's it's huge everywhere. You hear about it all the time. I'm not even in doing this stuff, and people talk about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Good cover.
All right, Selden, what about you?
Well, you
got
can
anything?
find me on Linktree/Selden007 with all my links to all my socials and everything like that. Go ahead and hit me up on any of them. I'll gladly chit and chat with you. Find me in the Discord. I'm always in there getting alerts and stuff like that. So I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I don't have much else going on. How about you, Yant?
Hi, I'm here doing the show. Appreciate
He's got
you all.
no socials. No.
Nope, not doing any of it. Sorry. Give
If
somebody
you're
a
looking
hug.
for him, if you're looking for him, he's on the Discord.
If
I mean,
he
you
is.
can if you add me on the Discord.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you. But other than that, I'm not general chatting.
Fair enough.
Well, you, Derek.
Oh, thanks, Selden, for picking up Yant's slack.
So much editing.
Yes.
I said what? No, what's up, Derek?
Oh, I didn't even hear you say that. So, yeah. So you can find all my shit at Linktree/Derek Nolan. Not only is my shit there, all of my socials, but I also duplicate all the show's socials there as well. So if you missed any of the things I said earlier, linktr.ee/Derek Nolan, and you can follow all of us there. And I guess before we wrap up tonight, I want to remind you all you can join us each and every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific at youtube.com/tool2play, facebook.com/tool2play, and twitch.tv/still_got_game. And on that, why don't we wrap this Four Horsemen episode up? I am Dirk D. Smooth Nolan.
I'm Roger the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden 007 Selden.
I'm James Yaunt Dog Yaunt. Woof woof.
Pro as fuck.